Does your dog's food contain rat bait? Now, that might sound ridiculous, but actually there's just been an FDA announcement that a large number of pet foods have been recalled because they contain massive levels of vitamin D. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex, the veterinarian behind ourpetshealth.com, where my aim is to bring you pet health information, all designed to help you and your pet to live a healthier, happier life. And at the moment, we seem to be talking all about pet food. So if you've not seen my last video, that was all about raw food giving cats TB or potentially giving cats TB. And today I want to talk about the recent FDA announcement that a large number of dog food contains really high levels of vitamin D. And that is actually something that can be used as rat bait. So it's really serious. So what vitamin D does is it causes an increase in blood calcium. Now, if we get really high levels of vitamin D, we get really high calcium levels within the blood, and then that starts to be deposited in different organs within the body. So you get little kind of clumps and little blobs of calcium deposited in all different organs, and the really common one is the kidneys. Now, the kidneys are rubbish at healing themselves, and they're obviously a really vital component. So once a certain amount of kidney damage has happened, then that's game over. It's fatal. And that's what happens when we give our rats a really high dose of vitamin D. They effectively die because their kidneys fail, because they become big blocks of calcium, or big blocks of chalk effectively, if you like. So this is obviously something that's really serious for our dogs. Now, vitamin D is obviously something that's really important for our normal body maintenance. It's a supplement that actually often we might be advised, and there is good evidence behind that supplementation in humans in some situations. But in dogs, if we have really high levels, then it's going to be disastrous. And what the levels are, or have been found in these dog foods, is to be 70 times the recommended amount. So that's 70 times the recommended amount. So you can see how serious that could potentially be. And the problem seems to be that all of these pet foods have bought their ingredients from one single manufacturer. So one single manufacturer has produced a batch of a certain ingredient or even a food, and that's been distributed or sold under different brands. And that's where the problem comes in. And it's certainly possible, the FDA says, that even more dog foods will be included in this recall. So the list is too many for me to list here. I'll leave a link down in the description to the FDA announcement, which has all of the links. And definitely you should, if you're feeding your dogs any of these brands, you should definitely stop feeding them, because this is not something that we want to mess around with. Once we get really high vitamin D levels, then actually treatment is incredibly challenging. And once calcium has started to be deposited in the kidneys or elsewhere within the body, then there's no way we can really reverse that. And so once a pet is past a certain point, then death is certainly inevitable. So definitely check out those brands in the link down below. And if you've got any concerns that your dog is showing any signs of illness because of vitamin D, now what those signs are, they can be varied, but it can be an increased thirst and increased urination. It can actually be kind of no urination. They could become very sick, very flat, not responsive. They might start vomiting profusely, might have diarrhea. They might develop abdominal pain as well. So if your dog is being fed any of these foods and they're experiencing any illness, then definitely go to your vet, get them checked out, have some blood tests run and see what the problem is. Because if we do get onto it early, then there is a chance that your dog will be able to recover. But what you should also say is give your vet a diet history. So it's very important that your vet knows what foods your dog has been eating. Okay, so that's it from me today. If you've got any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll try and give you that information that you need. But until next time, I'm Dr. Alex from Our Pets Health, because they're family.